A foundation is described as piled when its depth is more than 3 times its breadth. Methodology of pile foundation while crossing the river area. 1. Arrangement of embankment and bed space at piling area. 2. Surveying and setting out pile points. 3. Boring and insertion of permanent casing up to loose soil area using baler. 4. Boring at hard dense soil up to required depth using chisel. 5. Clean the sludge settled at the bottom of the bore hole using baler. 6. Check the depth of the bore hole. 7. Insertion of reinforcement cage inside the bore hole. 8. Insertion of Trimmy pipe. 9. Pouring of concrete. Apparatus required. DMC rig, tripod system with main shear leg and 2 side shear leg. Winch machine. Diesel engine. Baler or slush pump. Chisel or chopper. Trimmy pipe, Trimmy fork, hopper. And all the mandatory items used for piling work. It is necessary to arrange embankment for transportation across the river, and making bed area for piling and all other bridge work. Surveying is the technique and science of accurately determining 3-dimensional position of pile points, and the distances, and the angle between them. Pile points can be fixed by using total station theodolite survey instrument. Positioning of tripod and piling rig over predefined survey point, and make some reference points to recheck the centering of pile positioning. Insertion of the guide casing to prevent the side collapse and caving in. A guide casing of 750 mm diameter is placed on the top of the bore hole and hammered by the baler to insert it into the soil, and welded another casing and hammered. Permanent casing must used up to hard rock area. Provided hard facing at the bottom of the chisel for effective boring at hard dense soil area. Lump sum amount of black muram soil put into bore hole for easy breaking on hard rock, and chisel might be used for boring up to required depth. Flushing the bore hole with baler merely 5 times to abandons the settled mud or any kind of earth particles inside the bore hole. This action might be done for the best compaction of concrete. Check the bore hole randomly by using the measuring chainage until the bore depth reaches required. Pile reinforcement cage lowering. A prefabricated reinforcement cage is cleaned out of loose material and maintaining the proper cover throughout the length of the cage. The cage should be welded in between the main vertical rod and stiffeners to maintain rigidity. Trimmy pipe lowering for pile foundation. After completion of cage lowering, Trimmy pipe of about 200 mm diameter to be provided throughout the pile shaft. Trimmy pipe to be fixed one after another by threaded and socket joint. Trimmy are finally inserted into the bore hole attached to a hopper at the top hung by the wire rope. Trimmy length to be provided up to the required depth of pile, with minimum clearance to flow the concrete through the Trimmy pipe. The transit mixer puts concrete mix into the hopper. The bore hole is gradually filled with concrete which is compacted by gradual vibration of Trimmy pipes. This filling of concrete from the bottom is done to avoid segregation of the concrete mix. As the concrete fills the hole from bottom, sludge escapes the hole. The Trimmy pipes are detached one by one and thus the hole gets filled completely. Concrete in the pile is to be filled approximately 0.6 meters above the cutoff level to permit removal of all latents and weak concrete before capping, and to ensure good concrete at the cutoff level for proper embedment into the pile cap. At the end of the concreting operation, the pile top will be green to at design cutoff level.